Hello there, welcome to Icesoft Original, and today is another exciting day for us to learn programming. If you're watching this episode now, this is the third edition of this awesome screen recorder software we are working on. Today we're going to see how we can record our whole screen using our software, and with this it's going to be much more interesting. So if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel now, which wouldn't take even 5 seconds of your time doing that, and I will always keep on saying that. Okay, so with no further ado, let's see where we left off. We left off the other time. The other time we created our interface, and the interface was very interesting. We could click on this, click on start, and it could start for us, but we didn't got opportunity to do anything about this. Good. I did some reshuffling, so let's switch it back to normal like how yours is. Okay, so let's hop right into the section of this video. First of all, I want to record the whole screen, so I'm gonna add a timer. Good. And on this timer, I'll just rename the timer. I'll just give it a name. Let's call this timer TM. Let's call this time seconds hours, right? So just like this, and let's set the intervals to 120. Good. Always leave the enable to be false. And with this time stretch, we're gonna add up some codes there, but before we do that, let's go back inside our code and let's declare some statements right here. Those are the things we're gonna use for this particular lesson, so make sure you follow me and you get everything done on point, clean, and very nice. All right, so let's get started. Let's declare some statements here. Let's declare ifno as integer, right? And then let's declare ss as bitmap, right? So let's say ss as bitmap. Let's declare my pen as pen, right? And then let's declare some public integers which we will be using, which is x, and then let's say cos underscore y, then let's say cos underscore width, then let's say cos underscore height as integer. Good. The reason why I am adding these guys are the reason for these guys. You see, we're gonna use them to work along with that, and that is very awesome thing to go about. So let's add another statement. Let's dim flag as boolean, which is equals to false, right? Then let's declare files as strange, which is equals to nothing, right? We will be using them later on, so don't worry. Dim is recording as boolean, which is equals to false, right? All right, so far so good. I believe you've gotten all these strings now, so we will hop right into the let's try to declare up some statements here. So first of all, I'm gonna declare some statements for record, and then let's start from save clip, right? So I'm just gonna say private sub save clip, right? So with this save clip, I'm gonna work a lot in that, and then I'm gonna say that private sub this is gonna be our record clip, right? So we're just gonna say that we have our save clip there, so we just have to say that tick clip, right? So let's say this is gonna be tick clip, right? And that is going to be another statement as well. So now let's start with a statement for the let's start for the statement for the I don't know, for the, should we start from the save clip or the take clip? I don't know. Let's start from the save clip. Yes, let's start to work along with a save clip for now. Okay, so with a save clip, we're just gonna declare some statements right here. We're just gonna say that dim path as strange, right? And this path strange is gonna be our application, right? Dot startup path, and so it's just gonna differentiate between the path we want, and we're gonna say that we would like to where is this sign anyway? Always I try to find it difficult to get this sign. Really? Okay, this is the sign I really want. So we're just gonna say that it should let's call this img 0. So it's gonna increase the image because it's gonna be rendering the image we want, and we will say that ifno, what we declared at the top there, and we're just gonna say that the format of the file we want to record. So we want to record it in png, right? So after that, we have to work along with some images. You see that we have this picture box 9, right? So I'm just gonna rename this to let's say rec screen, right? So rec screen, right? So I'm just gonna give this a name, rec screen, right? So this rec screen is gonna be the same thing here. So let's go back to inside the code, and we're just gonna say that rec screen. Sorry, I have a call. I'll be back in no time, please. I'll be back. All right, guys. So sorry for that. I had a call, and the guys, they just gonna give a headache to me, and I have to pick their calls. Okay, so we're just gonna say that our rec.image.save path, which is our path, and our imaging, right? So imaging.image format. So we're just gonna work with a format, and then we tell the system that our format is gonna be a PNG format, right? So this is what is going to be the private sub save clip. So please bear in mind. So let's see, take the clip. When we are taking the clip, we just have to work along with some try catch exception, right? Okay, so with this try catch, we're just gonna declare some statements right here. It is, you see, it is very, very important for you to get all your files backed up in a form of statement. Otherwise you'll be writing a lot of codes, and that is gonna indeed in fact take a longer time for you to get all these things done, and it is not the best thing to do. So let's try to declare some statements up. Let's declare ss as bitmap, and then let's declare graph as graphics, and then let's declare bnd as rectangle, right? And this rectangle is equal to my.computer.screen.bounds. So it's gonna tackle with a bounds, right? So we're just gonna say our ss equals to new bitmap, right? So it's gonna be new bitmap, and inside this bitmap we're gonna work with bnd dot width, and we're gonna say that bnd dot height, right? So with this, we're just gonna say that also we're just gonna say imaging dot pixels, right? So we just have to work on the pixel format, right? So that is gonna be, which is format dot 32. So let's see, that is 32 bpp arg, which is this, right? So after this, we just have to say that our graph also equals to our graphics dot from file, from image, right? Sorry, right? So with this from image, which image should it come from? So it should come from the ss, the statement we declared up here. So this is very, very interesting and important thing to do. So let's say that our graph dot copy from screen, which is we have to work along with a x, y, z, and then the rest, right? So we're just gonna say 0 0 0 0, 4 zeros, then we say b and d dot size. So we just have to say we just have to work with a size, right? So don't forget to break your comma. Good. And then we have this right here. Good. So now let's work with a recording. Let's dim rec as new rectangle, right? And in this rectangle, we're gonna say that cursor dot position dot x, right? And we're gonna say that cursor dot position dot y. Then we're gonna say that cursor dot size dot width, and we say cursor dot size dot height, as you know already. So with this is gonna help us so this is gonna help us to achieve our goal with a screen recording setup we are working on. So now we have to say that with this we have to say that cursor dot draw. So it's gonna draw something on the screen. So from the screen, which is our graph, sorry for that, it's gonna draw our graph and our rec, which we declared as a rectangle, right? Good. So with this, that is very, very interesting. Now let's add some if statements here, so that is just gonna catch up our mouse effects, and that is gonna be also awesome. So when we move the mouse, we want it to capture the mouse as well. So let's work with that one. All right, so let's say if mouse buttons equals to mouse buttons dot left, right? Then actually my pen, which we declared at the top there, equals to new pen, right? And in within this new pen, we just have to say that drawing dot color, the color for the pen should be maroon. Let's say maroon, and let's set the radius to 50, just like that. And then we say that graph dot draw, that is draw ellipse. So it's going to draw a circle around our record pen when we just take an action, right? So that is going to be my pen, which is my pen, and then cursor dot position dot x, and then it's going to capture our cursor dot position dot y. And also let's set this to 10 and 10, which is our x and y. Okay, so with this, I think this is for the mouse button left. So let's add another one. So we just have to add another if statement, and this if statement, we just have to say that with this if statement, we just have to reciprocate the same thing. So we just have to say that if our mouse buttons equals to mouse buttons dot right, so we now gonna go to the right. We're gonna say that my pen equals to new sorry for that, new pen, and that is gonna be a drawing dot color dot blue, right? And that is gonna be 50 for now. Good. So we just have to say that our graph dot draw ellipse, right? Which is draw ellipse, which is gonna be my pen. And then we're gonna say that cursor dot position dot x. Then we say that cursor dot position dot y. The reason for doing this is we want to let the system know that this is where our mouse is capturing, or when you are working on a tutorial video using this awesome screen recorder software, you have to let a person know that this is where your mouse is working, this is where your mouse is working. Good. So now let's try to keep it up, and then let's try to conclude this. So we now just gonna say that our rec screen dot image should be equals to our ss right? And then yeah, so we're just gonna say that is equal to our ss, and that is gonna help us to work with that. But first of all, let's declare some statement here. We just have to say that dim I count as integer, right? So we are declaring I count as integer, and this integer okay, yeah. So now let's go to the timer, and with this time, minutes, seconds, hours, we just have to say that we just have to say take clip and then save clip, right? So with this we won't be doing anything much. With this we just have to call the functions whenever the time is enabled, right? So we just have to call the functions whenever our time is enabled. Bear in mind, so we're just gonna say that with this time tick, we're just gonna say that take clip, and after he's been taking the clip, we're just gonna say that save clip, and after the save clip we will say that ifno should be plus equal 1, right? And that is all we have for this awesome timer. Now let's go to the record button, this record guy here. So with this record guy, we said that if it is we just said that if the person clicks on yes, the counter should start, and that counter is the counter which helps us for our seconds to work, right? So with this we just have to say that after the counter has been started, we just have to put some declarations on our on our system, so that it's just gonna record our screen for us. Good. So with this we just have to say that ifno equals to 0, right? And we will just say that let's say our time stretch dot enabled equals to true. Then we just say that our btn record, right, dot enabled equals to false. We don't want it to work. btn stop, right, dot enabled equals to true, right? And then we say btn full screen dot enabled equals to false. Good. And then just gonna say that btn custom size dot enabled equals to false, right? So with this, that is gonna help us to get a recording all done, and that is awesome. So let's see with the stop button. So with the stop button, it's just gonna say that, let's say